what's behind the scene. That's right. This is another episode, and I have my main man's here. Oh, this is going to be good. He is a comedian. He is a producer / show running stuff. You understand? And I guess it's under there, but it's a writer. He is the one and only funny, fantastic Chaz Rogers, everybody. Did you like that? Funny, fantastic. We're going to put some claps and stuff in there. You look at all cameras, make sure you're saying yes. Why are you miming?
I don't know. I don't know. No, I felt like you had some more adjectives. I feel like it was really short.
Well,
as far as adjectives.
Sometimes I'll go into stuff and then it'll become a completely different person. I'm not even saying adjectives about you anymore.
All right.
It's just, we'll be giving you other people's credit.
Yeah, that's more than good. I would take all. Take them all.
Man, Chaz Rogers. Few things. The funny thing is that I've apparently met Chaz years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen you. Mm-hmm. You know, I've seen you around.
You never talked to me.
Well, but
not once.
But could we talk about this a little bit? Why did you say hi to me?
Of course.
So why do you think I didn't say
I knew I don't know. I knew of you. Might have been on a MySpace flyer before I came to LA.
Wow.
You were doing a show downtown.
Comedy Corner. No, it was on Pico.
Okay, maybe it's Pico.
Yeah.
I was still really new to the area, but I remember being like, "Hey, yo, she bad, bro." Yeah, I didn't know. You know what I'm saying?
I mean that's probably why I didn't talk to you.
This is all before I met you, though. So I knew of you, and then I saw you. I would see you perform at the Ha. I would see you perform all around. I met you. We talked we didn't really talk. I saw you in person for the first time at the Long Beach Laugh Factory. I was with Tony Baker and Keenan Baker. Mm-hmm. You roasted us, and then you walked off.
I roasted all y'all?
I think you said something like, I can't remember, somewhere in the vein of like your peanut gallery, your crew, whatever it was. It was one of those.
Thanks, Grandma, for my
groupie type things. And then,
no.
I remember it was like mad offensive, but we laughed, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't hurtful, but it was kind of like, hey, well, we haven't met before.
First, can we say hi first?
Yeah.
Type stuff?
It was one of those.
Damn,
but I still liked you. And then I saw you perform like the Ha. I think your Uncle Damien was there. Damien Jr. was there. Damien Jr. as well.
Yeah.
And then of course I knew your family from What the Funny Days.
Yeah.
I was there. I was a big leech there. I was like, hey, can I hang out? I was there all the time. And so I got cool with them and Craig, of course, and Damon. And then you were the last one.
Yeah, well, slow down. Let's take it. First and foremost, let me just explain myself. When I started doing stand-up, there was no fair game for me. And I think that's what made me so distant from people, but at the same time trying to be a people pleaser.
Yeah.
So when I started doing stand-up, I kind of tried to minimalize myself so people didn't think that I was trying to ride off the wave of the name, which was very stupid in hindsight. 20 years later, I'm like, well, I'm using the name. You see the shirt.
I went by Chaz Wayans for a long time. They were like, whose kid are you? Jeff's? You know Jeff Wayans? Yeah. Oh, he's the oldest.
We have no Jeffs.
You ain't got no Jeffs?
Not one. Not even a distant cousin.
There's not a single Jeff. There's a Jeff somewhere.
At all. But I think that I felt like a lot of people was around me for the wrong reasons. And at first I was very open and giving and, wanted to be everybody's friend. Yeah. And by a certain point, it was like the side eye. Mm-hmm. Now you and Keenan Baker, because I really don't even know him.
Right.
But I think with Tony Baker and them being more out there in a way, like I've seen them a lot. Yeah. And if I seen you around, it was kind of pushed back. So I don't. Yeah. I'm sorry. That's really where I was trying to get to.
Ron G didn't talk to me for 2 years and acknowledged it one day. He was like, I didn't talk to Chaz. I was like, why does no one want to talk to me?
But I think, what did I do? And in my defense, on a judgment tip, which is thank God it was 20 years ago because I've grown. Mm-hmm. But I feel like a certain energy didn't feel authentic. Mm-hmm. And I don't think that you were being fake ever. Yeah. But I think because we probably didn't really talk or was a weird intro, I didn't know your angle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you probably wasn't even trying to have angle.
Ron G said the same thing.
Yeah.
He's like, oh man, people don't know the angle. I'm like, what? Do I have that creep? Do I have the creep like?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You have. It's Rock. With Rock.
Oh yeah.
But, I mean,
Rock was a solid guy with a fairly hard foundation.
Then you found out 20 years after his career that he beat women and.
Those things happen.
So.
He's perfect.
Yeah, I don't. And it's so crazy because we connected maybe a year ago.
Yeah, man.
And through Clayton Thomas, thank you, Clayton.
CT.
But I think I think you're one of the most amazing people that I have in my life right now.
You're the same.
Yeah.
I'd be here.
Yeah.
I love coming over here. I hate going home.
We play video games. Shay cooked. We just. That's one. I'm gonna say this. That's one of the best things I like about you is that one, you don't care to be places or be, in the front of things. Like I hate having to adjust my energy for people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially when I'm not in the mood. I can't change.
Right.
I just can't. So like you're very chill.
Yeah.
I could be off doing something else and you be in your own world doing things and all those things. So anyway, this is not what the interview is about. It's not the relationship.
I feel like we should be hugging right now.
I know. It's like should we like put our legs? Yeah. I feel like doing a kid with something. Yeah, definitely something. But
nah, you've been one of my favorite people, man. We instantly connected.
Yeah.
It was just like, oh, this energy is dope.
Yeah.
And I don't think we've had. I think if we ever had I don't know if we had a pure disagreement. We've had some getting to know each other.
Yeah.
Which have been very mature and easily handled, right?
Yeah.
You don't always get that with people.
No.
You be like, here's my problem. Well, fuck you. Fuck you. And then y'all don't talk no more.
I know, and I'm learning things, and I'm grateful because I remember saying to you like, don't take this personal, but a lot of times I have to get stuff off my chest or ball up, and it'll make me feel a certain type of way.
Yeah.
And you were just like, oh man, that's it. That's not how I was.
You gave me this whole set. Okay, listen.
Yeah. Because people can't take it.
Yeah.
People. If I say something, you either automatically become in defense mode with just realizing that sometimes it's me, and I recognize that.
I spent 27 years being a fuck up. Can I say fuck up? I spent 20.
You said fuck, I think 8 times already. So.
You can believe that, right? You got a person.
And he works in production.
You got a person who.
Yeah. We get porn sponsors.
Well, cock-a-doodle. I don't know. Anyway, I spent a long time just messing up. Enough times to understand that it's me, right? There's times when there's other people, and there's times that it's me.
Yeah.
And it's easy for me to take accountability and be like, oh, okay, I can understand this and not take it personal, because that's just growth. You just go like, sometimes it is you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not, sometimes it is. I was like, I got no problem being that screw up. I go like, oh yeah, dog, I make mistakes. I say things that I go like, hey, I didn't know that offended you. You know what I mean? I go like, when you say it like that, when you play back, that sounds awful. I wasn't trying to, I've given plenty of apologies to people about like, yo, my bad this or my bad, like I didn't know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But hopefully people are honest enough to tell you. Yeah. And then you're, mature enough to receive some good like information from somebody. And it's nothing, none of it's bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
People act like if you come in and you tell them how you are, what made you, like, they're a horrible person now.
Yeah.
All they hear is you suck.
Yeah.
You're a horrible person.
And it's out of sight.
And it's just like, nah, dog, I just asked for for oat milk.
Yeah.
It's like you made a small minor. I'm dumb. I'm an idiot. Is that what you think? Like, no, dog. It was just this minor stuff.
Your personality in general flows into the work and where I came in to meet you. I remember reconnecting with you, and I had an idea, and I wanted to. I wanted to learn how to write. I still do. And you.
I'm pretty smart, huh?
Yeah, you're amazing because first of all, not a lot of people.
Go ahead. Can you zoom in on it?
Not a lot of people just write, right? Mm-hmm. And when I say that, like, I know it's still tedious. Like, I don't really care to edit, but I know I have to do it sometimes. It's so many things I want to say and ask at the same time. I guess we'll start from the beginning. No, let's start off with me coming into your room because it showed a lot about your personality when I came in there. How not only were you guys on point, you guys connected, and I mean just worked well together, but it was a fun environment. But y'all got stuff done.
Yeah.
How did you formulate that kind of room?
I didn't.
No.
Bentley Evans did.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, Ben's he's producer of Martin Show, creator Jamie Foxx Show, has his own studio in Harvey. So he took me under his wing. I was just a dude trying to be funny.
Yeah.
And he really sculpted me and taught me how to be a writer, producer, taught me how to be a boss, a showrunner. He taught me that. And just by watching him, because even the calmness, like my patience wasn't what it is now.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I think I'll be considered a hothead most upon a time.
Yeah.
And just him showing me, he's like, no, that's people. And then understanding how to separate my own feelings because you got to have a ton of patience when you're dealing with people.
Yeah.
You got to have a ton of empathy when you're dealing with people. You just have to, especially when you're in a room with them for 12 hours.
Yeah.
Right? And then sometimes, like, you know, we didn't know each other, right? For the most part, I don't know how you're going to be.
Yeah.
I just go like, I'm going to give her enough shit, right? Because that's what I do.
Yeah.
I give people shit when they come in the room.
Yeah.
And then also I'm going to give you enough love.
Yeah.
Right. And so then you just kind of see what people are made of and how they are and how they interact with you. Because some of it is the comedy is just, can you handle? We're gonna make fun of you, right?
Yeah,
You're gonna handle that. So watching Ben kind of do that, because when I first got in the room, there's some other people there who might be intimidated or might be a little tense by me getting there. You're the young dude who comes in and got jokes, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But then even when they hit me with stuff, all I did was laugh. If you ever made fun of me, if you ever told me the idea was dumb, all I did was like, yeah, you're right. I just laugh it off. It's never personal. I don't know these people. I can't take it personal. So, you know, I just took what Ben did and I was like, you know, my job isn't to make it something different. I just have to learn from that and keep that going. Yeah. And so that's something that now is so ingrained in what we do. And of course, when you came in, a lot of people have been in that room already for some years. You know, I got to teach a lot of people that. So understanding being a student and being a leader, just replicating what I learned from leadership from Ben. Yeah. You know, so when you came in there, it's already been some years, so you saw the fine-tuned machine. It's so fact that when we were just shooting the show, I didn't have to be in the room. Yeah, yeah. Like, it's done now. Yeah. I'm like, oh, I'm bored. I gotta find something to do now because the machine is doing what it's supposed to do. Yeah. It's like, that's the system it's created. So then being able to pass that down and you getting to see that, it's like, that's what I learned from that guy. And once you believe in that and you build it and you gotta every once in a while I had to tend the fire. Yeah. And I gotta be like, oh, let me course correct. Let's do this. So I had to pull people to the side and be like, yo, make sure when we're in the room, you're this person. Yeah. I was like, you can have your beef and you can tell somebody outside, but in that room, it's love, it's fun. It's not, you know, it's still work. We got to get it done, but at the same, because I've been tense in there a few times. Mm-hmm. Not that I don't think you've seen. A very few times, and when I get upset, I get quiet. Yeah. So I'm like, hey guys, like, we're wasting a ton of time. Yeah. And it's that, and it's nothing bad. I'm not pointing fingers, right? Yeah. And it's just that, but that's also what I've seen Bentley do. Yeah. So just looking at that, I go like, man, that was the best teacher you can ask for. So I've done nothing. I've done nothing myself.
No. So, but let's go back because you started off, like you said, I met you at the Laugh Factory and stuff, but you started off as a comedian. Mm-hmm. And how long have you been doing comedy?
Since 2004. So I was 2004. 18, back in Michigan. Yeah, I don't think I was even 18 yet. Oh yeah, because I graduated high school. And I was trying to be a fireman. I was trying to be in this fireman program. And then I was too young to do the physical stuff. You had to be 18 to do the actual physical part. And so then, you know, my birthday, right? So I turned 18 and then October. So the school year started already, right? So the time I turned 18 was already school year, so I missed it. Like you sign up in August, something like that, right? Couldn't do it, so I had to do like all the math stuff. Like, cause there's a bunch of like fire science and you gotta say chemistry. Failed that shit. So midway failing, right? I turned 18 and then I started stand up and like that was kind of like I want to do a job that I want to have. I want to find the most fun job. Honestly, I want to work at all. Yeah. Ever. I would find me some big old fat chick, right? Who's like 400 or 500 pounds. She's getting government money, right?
You would have been that.
Oh yeah, give a little peen here and there, you know what I mean? and just live off of her income, like whatever the government gives her.
Right.
Because she can't move.
Right.
I'd have been that guy.
You know, you got to stay. That is horrible.
But I found stand-up.
That is horrible. So you came...
Because I hate working. That much.
And that's all. It's funny because, again, seeing you in your element, you're spending days, hours, going to people's houses, formulating their ideas, the notes, there's so many, oh my gosh, all right.
It's a lot.
Let me.
We did the movie process, and you get to see.
Oh, I know.
It's a lot.
I know. That's what, and we'll get into that, but going from, what made you kind of because you kind of put your comedy on the halt for a second. Yeah,
I mean, I know this. I can focus on one thing really well.
Yeah.
I don't focus on many things well. So doing stand-up, I remember somebody told me, learn to write. I started writing sketches. I looked at this book called The Screenwriter's Bible by this cat, David Trotter, or something like that. And that's what taught me how to formulate scripts. And so then I just started writing sketches. And sketches was somebody told me, if you can tell a whole story, beginning, middle, and end in 3 minutes, you can learn to write something. So then I was like, okay, great. So then it started. So I just got really good at sketches. I did a CBS Diversity Showcase. They had I was a sketch show. And then whatever it was, I did another sketch show. They didn't get picked up, but I did little stuff like that. So even when What the Funny came around, I don't think anything I pitched did good, but it made them laugh. and when I'm pitching the sketches.
Right.
So it was enough to be yo, you can, you're good enough to start learning that process, right? So, and then I understood that. I was like, okay, man, there's more than one way to make money doing stand-up. So I told myself, whether it was stand-up, acting, or writing, whichever made me money, I was going to go 100% on.
Yeah.
Ben came and gave me a job. So after that, I was like, everything else can wait. Stand-up is going nowhere.
Wait, you can't skip past Ben gave you a job. He just came to What the Funny? Or
No. My man, Jasmine Brown, my best friend since 3rd grade, he was Ben's writer's assistant.
Hey.
Ben gave him an episode to write. Jazz brought me in, thank you, Jazz, to co-write it with him. And then once I went to the studio, I was like, yo, this is crazy. I said, y'all built this?
Yeah.
Billy and Trent and Gums, they built their own studio and they shot their own stuff. And they put it up on TV by themselves.
Yeah.
That's insane to me.
Yeah.
I was like, no, y'all didn't get CBS's permission?
Yeah.
Y'all gotta get permission.
Yeah.
I was like, we ain't gotta do a goddamn thing. They just did it independently and they did their thing.
Yeah.
And I understood that and I was like, man, so by now I can probably go into a writer's room and go somewhere. But you still work for somebody.
Yeah.
And they're like, yo, I'm gonna teach you how to be independent. I'm gonna teach you that you'll never need somebody else to say yes. That is crazy.
Yes.
So I was like, yo, that's the game. I want to learn that game. So even now, when they taught me how to write, taught me how to punch up. Jay Phillips, CT taught me how to do punch up writing. Then, of course, Bent taught me how to write scripts. Trent and Bent taught me how to be a producer. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So they just I just stayed. First off, they gave me keys to the studio. I was there every day. I was there every day. I was there every day.
Yeah.
Every day. I just never left. And then they just kept teaching me. And so then it's this is how you run the studio. This is how you bring it in. This is how you do deals. All that. This is how you look at the contracts. They just kept teaching me game. Mm. I was like, man, why would I leave that?
Yeah.
It didn't make sense. I caught a lot of shit from other comedians who are the homies, right? Caught a lot of shit. You quit this. And I'm like, nah, bro. To me, they're infinity stones, right? I'm like stand-up, writing, producing, acting. I go dog, I have 4 out of 5 infinity stones.
Yeah.
Well, that's crazy.
Really, it's dope. I wish I got into that.
That's different. Sorry, that's the.
No, doesn't fit anyone.
Yeah.
I wish I got into that a long time ago because you're right, and it's funny because a lot of comedians, eventually, they're not doing it for the rest of their life. A lot of comedians are doing it for the jokes and the relief it feels on stage, but more so to get a TV show, to act, to get into something else and show you're funny.
Right.
That's really what you're working for. Now, don't get me wrong, I would love to do stand-up for the rest of my life.
Of course.
But I think when things pick up and people start recognizing you're doing this to get famous. So I think what you did was amazing.
Yeah.
Because at any point, the way comedy is going now on stage, at any point, if you wanted to go, this is just too much, you still have an avenue and you still get to implement comedy.
Right.
In something that you
sounds like I never quit doing comedy. I took a stand-up hiatus.
Right.
To go learn an amazing skill, I feel like.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Amazing.
So I regret none of it. I probably didn't get consistent stand-up for like 4 or 5 years, and then coming back, there's some rust, but I'm like, I did it for 15.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm damn near 20 years in since '04.
And I would think with the punch-up writing and writing in general that it's actually, because you're back doing stand-up. He's actually going to be on some shows that we would talk about after this. But you literally you're coming back with, I know how to write.
Right.
And that's a lot of the joke.
I mean, it definitely makes your stand-up better. Also, I get to paint this picture, right? I get to sell you a show in your mind. I get to have these characters to develop, and then it just makes everything. It makes everything doper. Like even when I write jokes in my daughter's voice, and my wife's voice, and my father-in-law's voice, and my mother-in-law's voice. There's a backstory behind it. There's a history behind it, right?
Yeah.
And now when I want to do anything else, I set up those characters. We know who they are. Yeah. No matter what joke I get into, I've set up my show. That's the show, right?
Yeah.
So I go like, no matter what I want to do, like the mother-in-law comes in, and I can say it in Spanish. I go practice it, right?
Right.
Like you do those things. So
what is it in Spanish?
That just depends. Otherwise, well, it's very inappropriate in Spanish. It's a very dirty joke in Spanish. Which you still had to bleep it.
Right. No, we're not doing that.
You had to have a Spanish bleep.
Yeah.
Bleep. That's very racist. Probably had to bleep that as well. Very racist.
It'd be like bleep bleep. Bleep
bleep fool.
El beep. Bleep
El
fool.
bleep.
El bleep.
I'm getting divorced.
Yo, so let's get back into the actual writer's room because in the writer's room, one of the things that I noticed you was working on, I can't even say the project now.
What about you?
Well, you were, okay, I don't think it's bad. You've worked on projects.
Yeah, right. You came on MC Light Show, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, because so it's not a bad thing. What was interesting was MC Light has a certain brand that she wants to follow. Mm-hmm. You have a certain idea of comedy and what you would want to be writing down, but obviously you're writing for others. Sure. And then you have actors and stuff in there who are different too. Yeah. So you, first of all, just take me through the steps of, because you're writing for someone. Yeah. You come in, this is what your idea is. You met with them first. Yeah. So take me to the process of even developing the MC Light show.
So Bentley and MC Light had this idea, right, for the show, and it's pretty much like her niece comes and moves with her. She teaches her how to navigate her in this career of hip hop, right? So the icon passing down the torch. And we were originally going to be like, oh man, we're about to do some great, fun, dumb,
dumb stuff.
Make it ignorant and blah, blah, blah. Like have that fun, but still keep it rooted in some good stuff. But when I met Light's just such an upstanding person. Yeah, she is. She really is. Like there's the, I need a roughneck Light. Yeah. And then there's like, yo, but my swords watch this. Yeah, and then I'm on the head of these panels and Light knows everybody. Yeah. And so and as she should, there's a reason why she's been this successful, and it's her image and what she wants to be about, how she wants people to see her. That means a lot to her. Yeah. And so I had to learn that. Yeah. So a lot of the stuff that we had, like, yo, we ain't doing that. We're not putting big booty, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. You know what I mean? So we were like, why not, Light? Yeah. And then, but it was great because I also had to learn her comedy. I had to learn her voice. Yeah. And so but that's the job. It's like, I'm not writing for me. So a lot of this is so clapping, like, man, me and Light would be up 1 a.m. Yeah. How's this look? What's this? What do you think of that? And she never slept, bro. Never. She never slept. And she'd be like, hey, she hit me once about a comma. She was like, hey, yo, it's commas missing. Light don't miss nothing. Yeah. But that attention to detail, her work ethic. And that last night we shot, Light worked for probably 20 hours. Didn't complain once. We shot for 20 hours. Not one complaint. Yeah. Not one. And you look at that, and then people wonder why they're not where they want to be or why they're short. They look at that, and I go, y'all don't know real work. Yeah. Like, I get to watch an icon work. I get to watch Bent work. Like, those are things that I go like, dude, a lot of people don't have that. Yeah. I don't have that. I don't have what Light has. Yeah. I'm going to complain in them 20 hours. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I don't have that. So even watching that, I go like, there's a reason why people are where they are, without a doubt. So, anyways, learning about somebody, learning that about like it makes it easier because it makes it easier to write what we're doing, what we want to be about. You just got to kind of know, because even if I have an idea, I'll write it out. Like it'll be like, I like this, I don't like that, I like this, and you got to be able to not take notes personal.
Yeah,
that's a big thing, man. Like network notes we make fun of. Right, there's Suits. We make fun of all those notes, but you do their notes anyways because they're cutting a check, right?
Yeah.
So we make fun of them or whatever. When that person who's starring, they're uncomfortable with something. In a writer's room, we make fun of everybody.
Yeah,
plain and simple. Yeah. Everybody gets it.
No, I got to see a lot.
Everybody gets it in a writer's room. You're all kind of horrible words. All right, we do that to make ourselves laugh.
Right.
Out there, is nothing but love and respect and appreciation, and it's so collaborative.
Yeah.
Writers, I don't know if it's all writers, movie writers, whatever, man. The thing is, them. If you get notes, it's like, oh, they don't know what they're talking about. These you need that.
Yeah.
You need the collaboration is everything in a writer's room. You cannot say that's not a good idea to somebody. I would hate. We make fun of somebody's joke bombs.
Right.
We do that on stage anyways.
Right.
We do that roasting people.
Right.
That's just what we do. If me and you were going at it, your joke bomb, everybody gonna be like, boo.
Right.
So that's not the big deal. But to tell somebody like, hey yo, that's dumb. That's bad. Like you don't do that.
Yeah.
You go like, it's not the one, but like, what else you got? That's encouraging. So like, it's those things, man. Everybody's there for a reason. You just putting everybody's powers together. Like that is so collaborative, and it's the biggest thing. Is like not to take notes personal, not to take somebody's like your idea not getting picked personal.
Yeah,
like people they'll shut down in the room.
Yeah,
and then I don't welcome you back if you shut down. You got to be stronger than that.
That's funny because I was gonna ask you what does it take for someone to? How do you pick your writers?
I don't. I let people earn their spots. You'll never see me tell somebody they can't come in the room. Yeah. Right? I think we talked about this before.
I saw you have. I was like, why is this homeless man in the writer's room? Hey, man.
I know life.
I know life.
I know life from the bottom. You need that perspective. That homeless dude sitting on the corner drinking his wine.
Yeah, it's a whole perspective.
That's a whole perspective.
He's like, man, he's the consultant.
I want to do that. Let me tell you how I get money. See, they got this wrong. They didn't see me just go around sucking dick for crack. That is not what we do. Now, I might put my hand down his pants. I might give him a little dick. But right to that, there's got to be a lot of crack. There's got to be a lot of crack. That's perspective, man. You need that guy in the room.
Yo, Chaz.
Unless you're doing a family show.
Oh, my God.
You don't need to hear from
or
this
do you? Because there's crackheads in the family.
It sure is.
Yo, but I did notice that you do open the room to anybody. And not just the writer's room. Because I've seen you been able to pull spots and having somebody produce. And the craziest thing is not even a long time to go through. Like, you have this process in the system where it's like, and I'll let you elaborate a little bit more, but it's like, I see your work ethic. This is what you say you want to do. Let's get you there. And I love that because I've seen you do it for a lot of different departments.
For sure. That's what Ben Trent did for me.
Yeah.
They didn't know me at all. Yeah. So who am I to be like, nah, bro, you can't get in here.
Yeah. You
get to play yourself in and you get to play yourself out.
Yeah.
And I think we talked before about like, I'll give you damn near anything.
Yeah.
And I know immediately if I can trust you or not. You know, it's like when you're saying about like being guarded, I do quite the opposite. I go like, yo, you got full access, bro. If you abuse it, I know who you are.
Yes.
We kill a lot of time. Right? I know who you are immediately by your work ethic, by your character. I see it immediately. When you give people access to stuff, I don't have to waste it. Then I know. I know immediately whether I can trust this person, whether I can fuck with this person or not. I know immediately. I don't waste any time being your friend. I go like, let's get it.
Yeah.
Right? And then it's up to you to keep that level of appreciation, respect, gratitude, paying it forward, giving it back, all those other things. That's up to you now. Yeah. Right? And then if you play yourself out the room, which people do, that's like, I didn't do that. Yeah. Right? Yeah. I go like, you get to do that. 100%. Man. That's on you.
It's so dope too. Like I've seen, oh man, I remember one time somebody wanted to come in and just kind of climb to the top. He was like, I want to be God. And he was like, bro, you got to be a disciple first. And he was like, oh, I don't want to do that. And I've never seen him again. But what's crazy to me is that sometimes people don't even know how quick things could be if you just put your whole effort in. I'm a huge fan of I think when I was coming into the room, and this is just me in general, but I'm coming in and sometimes people will see you and they be like, oh, Chaunte Wayans kind of thing. And I'm cleaning up because y'all niggas got snacks and stuff everywhere.
We kept saying, Chaunte came in the room. Now, and this is what you appreciate. When I started working there and I got keys, I'm sweeping.
Yeah.
I'm cleaning their toilets.
Yeah.
Like, I treated it like if it was mine.
Yeah.
You know, and I wanted them to show. They'd be like, yo, you clean this?
Yeah.
Like, man, I appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
When you came in the room and you was cleaning up, and somebody like, Chaunte.
Yeah.
You stop?
Yeah.
Will you stop cleaning?
But it felt good. First of all, y'all. I mean, it's a room.
It's a writer's room. It's gonna be messy.
Full of even the girls are dudes. You understand?
Yeah, they were trying to be neat at first.
Gender stuff. They are just.
No, we ruined them.
Yeah.
They start off all sweet and neat, and then by the time they're just like, yo, it's like
see they
Foxx in here, yo.
Yeah.
The girl's like, let me tell you something. We ruined everybody.
I was like, yo.
Yeah, man.
But it was just, and I do that. I've done it at like comedy clubs if I see people cleaning up.
Yeah.
And because I don't like to make people feel less than.
Yeah.
If I see you carrying a whole couch by yourself and I'm walking by with especially open arms. Yeah. I can afford to do this and it doesn't make me less than what I do.
It's much funnier to throw the paper right next to the dude.
Right.
He's like yeah, you missed
it. It is funny to do that, but I don't understand the level of like I've done all this work and I got here and I don't have to do that anymore. But I don't understand the level of like I'm gonna make sure that I push this on somebody else so they can feel it. Yeah, you know what I mean.
You're very giving.
Hey.
Yeah. Not when I first met you, but.
That was different.
But now you're
different.
very
you know, it's like you didn't even know that I was into women. You was trying to probably smash.
I was.
When I had a hoodie on.
This was fro days.
Yeah, see, so none of what you're saying, it's not like you were like, hey, goddess.
I did say hi. I said, hi, I'm Chaz. You were like, yo, look at this corn.
I did not say that.
I was like...
I did not say that.
Oh, look at this corn. Yo, it was like Tony and the Tonettes. Yo, how your backup singers?
I did not do that.
And you were like, have a good day, bitches. Right in my face, I was eating a taco.
They don't even have tacos at the Long Beach Lounge. They ain't even got chips. What's all right, well, I guess I want to say, because one of the things that I realize is like you have actors, there's people who in hindsight are more significant than others when working on projects.
What do you mean by significant?
Like Bentley, you're not gonna be like Bentley, I ain't doing that, or
he's the boss. Yeah, okay.
Well, you if he goes, I want this way, you try to work towards that.
For sure. Versus
someone who's a background actor that's like, I was thinking, you be like, I don't care what you think, take your ass.
I'm like, what? Who?
You don't even have lines. But
why is he talking to me?
But those are different levels of what people can say and do, and I say that because like I've noticed like people coming in, and I just love how you always have to be ready and think on your feet.
Sure.
Somebody might come in, not know their lines. Sometimes something doesn't work. Then sometimes you have to punch up. Because, they'll hire comedians. We just did a project.
Right.
And Bentley, what I love about y'all set in general is it's fun. It's not just in the writer's room. Bentley is very open.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
And also, if I need help guiding, we're here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just, my question is just like, man, let's just go. What was the hardest set that you had to work on, and why, if you can say it?
Yeah, there's two seasons. So Ben has this show called Family Time. No, he does have a show called Family Time. In the Cut, it was like In the Cut season 7, dog, and it was so stressful because we had to keep rewriting. We had to write people out. Some of the deals, the actors, we had wrote. Man, let me tell you how I was flexing. I told Ben, yo, man, already got the whole season done, written. 13 episodes already done. Ben's like, ooh, a month in advance. Man. You're hiding the best, right? And up here wagging my tail. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely, Courage, wagging my tail. And then one of the actors, they didn't do their deal, whatever happened. You know, agents and managers will fuck shit up.
Yeah.
So that happened, and then we had to write him out of an episode, right? I mean, he was on all 13.
Yeah.
A lot of work. Second, another actor, same agent, had to write them out of every episode. So now we're like, damn. Then the other guy who was a regular went down to 8 episodes. So now we're scrambling to rewrite episodes, and we have to shoot in less than a month. Yeah. And so we're rewriting stuff while we're writing stuff, right? And while we're shooting. And that was really stressful. That's one of the ones when we bring up in the cut season 7, like, ugh.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It was, and then like season 2, it wasn't difficult because of the show. COVID hit us. Yeah. And we had to rearrange everything. And that was stressful. And that was just like, man, we had acting. I think you were in the room for that. Yeah. I was probably not myself certain times. Yeah, you know. It was one of those ones I was like, I had a lot of deep breaths.
Need coffee, Chaz?
And it actually is what's funny is everybody got nicer to me. They might have seen it. I thought I was being cool.
Something, yeah.
But I was in there like, I'd be fuming. I'm just like, this is dumb. This isn't making sense. And you know, and it's just things you have to get past. But it's a great test because we got it done. And then that's one of those ones we had a 20-hour shoot, right? Yeah. But it was just things happen. Yeah. The actors don't show up. Actors get sick, right? Like whatever production. We have the sound dude who be tripping at times, right? Yeah. Things happen, and you just have to like adapt. And old me pre-Bent would have been on fire, but now it doesn't do anything. And Trenton Gums also, he's big on like, well, what can we do now? What can we do now? Don't worry about that. What can we do now? Yeah. And so that helps me go like, all right, cool. This is frustrating. Sure. There's an answer. There's always an answer. Yeah. We got to be smart. And then that's where the collaboration again. And I have a Zach, I have Oren, I have Markel, I have my team, Cody, right? Like we all get together and it's like, all right, guys, here's what I'm thinking. What are you thinking? And you collaborate and you got to do it in a minute. Yeah. Because once we start production, Ben's no longer the EP, but he's the director. Yeah. So Ben's like, we'll figure it out. Yeah. I ain't got time. Everybody I used to be like, hey, what do you think? Ben like, hey, dog, like I hired you to do something. Yeah. This is why you're here. Go do it. If it's a problem, then hit me. Damn. Otherwise, do that. And so it's one of those things that is really, really great. Yeah. That's like the best thing you can hear. It's like, I hire you to do a job, do your job. If there's a problem, then see me. If there's something you can't do, come holler at me. Yeah. And so then when I adapted that for people, like I'll get like hair and makeup or like they'll come in a wardrobe, ask you a question. You have props ask you a question. Mm-hmm. And I tell them all the time, like, yo, you can come to me for something, but don't ask me a question unless you already have an option. Yeah. Oh. Figure out an option first, and then ask me that. I can do this or I can do that. What do you like more? I'll take that. And then I'll go like, trust I'll just like, do what you feel like is best. Like this is, why you're here, right? Yeah. We trust you for that. But don't come to me with nothing, and this is your job. Like don't approach me with no ideas, and that's your job. Yeah. Is to figure that out first. Yeah. I don't like that at all. That irks me. I get it now. Because otherwise you're just answering questions all day. Right. It's like, hey yo, I can do this without you then. Yeah. Right? Yeah. If I have to figure it out, then what I need you here for, bro? Like do your job. And then I'm more than willing to be like, do you need help with that? That's a different thing. Yeah. Hey, I have a problem. What's the situation? This is it, and I'm not sure what to do. That's a different thing than like, yo, I don't know what we're gonna do. Yeah. Like, damn, you ain't even thinking.
You supposed to come and be like, I tried everything.
Here's the problem. Here's what I'm thinking. Yeah. This, and this. I'm not sure. Can we get it? Like, then I'm like, oh, great. Let me call this person. Let me do that. I think what you have is a great idea. Go with that. Like, that's a big difference when you're in production. Yeah.
I can see that.
And in producing, you're just a big-ass supervisor. Yeah. Which I didn't know. I thought I was going to be some glorious job. You do less and you do a lot at the same time. You know what I mean? So I'm not on the floor. I'm not punching. But also, it's not about putting out fires. You gotta be you gotta safety-proof stuff, right? Like I gotta make sure that like, where's our fire extinguishers? They're already here. Are these all our fire alarms going on? Like you gotta be so preemptive so you're not reactive, right? And you gotta like get as much stuff out the way as possible. cross your eyes, dot your T's. You got to do all that for you, and before we even say like action on day one.
Yeah.
So hopefully, and then you sit in this pocket of like, did I miss anything? Is everything good? And I was like, when a producer has nothing to do, you did a great job. If we're filming, I got nothing to do, you did an amazing job.
Yeah.
If you're running around scrambling as a producer, you fucked up somewhere. Something is up front.
Somebody you hired. Well, because you got to rely on your team too. So,
right.
Wow. Tell me about the process. What is the process? Because I see you do stuff differently than other people, and we worked on the actual movie.
Yeah. But
do you have the same process for TV and movie writing? And what is that process?
Yeah, they're different, but they start the same character. And we go like, and it's probably what we talked about. We dive into character, what their goals are, figuring out. Man, for me, what I've learned is that my character's journey is the story. What my character's trying to do, what's stopping them, what they have to get over personally and physically, right? Like, those are all story points. So I was like, I don't really think about, somebody might have a cool idea, right? Yeah. Like, I think when you came, you had an idea, and we fleshed out our character and what their goals were, right? And then once you start seeing what they're trying to do, what a personal flaw, then you go like, okay, how do they get over this personal flaw? Why does this personal flaw mess them up? I procrastinate a lot, right? As much as I talk about being preemptive, which is what I found out is the opposit of procrastination, is preemptiveness. So I have to do a lot before I even start doing something.
Yeah.
I say this all the time. I don't work hard. I work a lot, right? I do a lot of little things. I do so many little things that the big things become really easy. Because when I see that big thing, I'm like, I ain't doing that.
Yeah.
That's work.
Yeah.
So if I'm a character and my character's flaw is procrastination, and I know there's something big I need to do. I need to give a big presentation for my boss so we can get this, so we can get enough money, get my promotion, move my family off the hood. Whatever, right? Very bad idea, right? But if that's my goal and I don't do it, that's gonna create so many problems, right? My wife's gonna look at me differently, my kids might look at me differently, my boss might look at me differently, right? There's all these things, all these other people that you let down, that's character stuff, right? So now I have to go make it up, and now it's like, okay, great. Here's my physical goal and my internal goal. That's story all day.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't even need just that little example. You can kind of even see your own movie going.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's 30 seconds of just understanding what the flaw and goals are. Flaws and goals. Like, once you figure that out for your character, like, that's everything in your journey. It's really not that hard.
No, but it's not that hard, but I think people think so much because, like, for me, I think characters in my head. If I had to shoot it myself, I could visually show you.
You're right.
It's not that I can't sit down and write, but I overthink and like, what do I have to have in the character?
Yeah.
Can I just? It's the format. Whether I just go, this is Chaunte.
Right.
She's a tomboy. She played basketball when she was younger.
Right.
But you got to put it in a way that's not even. It's gonna be used for the story.
Yeah.
But half of the time, people aren't going to see, like, it's only for, like, do you show it to the execs or the people buying it, but then nobody else sees the shit but the writer's room?
You need to know, right? Like, and like, you need to know as a writer, and it needs to come out somehow to the audience. You know, for an exec, man, I don't know. So much of it selling now is like, how many execs really buy a story for the great story? I don't know. A lot of them like, who you got in there?
Right.
You got Tom Cruise? Great. They'll do it. They'll do it. If Tom Cruise wants to do Leprechaun 4 in the Hood, they're getting that money to do that movie. Yeah. Right? Yeah. It ain't got to be a great idea.
Bad. It would still do bad, though. That's what I don't get.
Of course, but they're going to back it because somebody's going to watch that. Yeah. How much is this budget? $5 million? Great. Tom takes 20 of it, right? 20 mil? $25 million budget. We can just get $30 million. Tom Cruise bring you in 50. You know what I mean? But, like, it's a different thing now. So, like, that part's not my job unless I want to produce the entire movie. Yeah. When I'm writing, I go, like, I got to make this story good. I got to make this make sense. I got to make it compelling. That's a word I use a lot when we're talking about stories. I go, is it compelling? Is this character compelling? Do people care? Do we want this person to win? Are we mad at this person when they fuck up? Like, I want people to be invested in this. I want the people to be like, yo, come on. Yeah. Just get your shit together. Yeah. Come on. You're so close. And then they're like, ah! Right? You want that from people. So compelling is a word I use a lot about when I want to see a movie, when I see like a character. Like, we root for those people. A cool idea is a great idea. Yeah. But you can put a lot of different characters in different movies. You know what I mean? You can put Dirty Harry which is a Western, into the Matrix. It'd be a different thing. The idea can still be the same.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But it's like, how much different is it really gonna be? It's like your characters, man, they make everything. So so when people start, I go like, people start with ideas and they start with concepts. They got movie concepts. And it's like, that's cool. That's great. It's great to have an idea. Like you can do Game of Thrones in space.
Yeah.
Right? It's a concept, right? Yeah. You can do. I watched the Game of Thrones, and it was a Korean zombie back in like the 1800s or something like that. Great movie. Yeah. Right. A great series. It was called Kingdom. It was great. But also, you can do that. It's like, but what's this person's journey? What they're going through? That's why you watch. You watch zombie. I watched some other zombie apocalypse TV show. All of Us Are Dead on Netflix. Right. I've seen that. Right. And I go like, these people's story is different than some other people's stories. Yeah. Train to Busan, right? It's another zombie thing. You're here for this character. He's taking care of his daughter. Yeah. It's a zombie movie. Yeah. But it's like, we don't care about that. Yeah. I'm mad this dude got to get his daughter safe. Yeah. I got a daughter. I'm like, what? But can I be able to do this? Yeah. I'm learning. I'm taking down notes like zombie apocalypse. Yeah. Right? Kourage got a daughter. You go like, hey, I need to go learn to shoot some guns and kill some zombies, dog. That's for that day, right? That was a great analogy because I love zombie movies. I watched a ton of them. Yeah, you got all of Us Are Dead, which is Koreans in this, or forgive me if I'm saying it wrong. They're Korean. But Asians in this school, and they gotta try to figure out how to get out of school while everything's happening. Right. I just watched Fear of Walking Dead, and it literally kind of blends in with Walking Dead at a certain point, but it's a whole other city. Of course. Like if you got Walking Dead, which wherever it was filmed at or we're supposed to be around is one thing, but then you got Alabama. Right. You got Africa. Right. You watch The Last of Us, man. That Last of Us is one of the best jobs of storytelling I've seen. I played the game, loved the game. And I remember I was telling the wife, she was like, "Oh, it's a zombie show." I'm like, "Oh, it's much more than a zombie." That was great. That was the son that was an addict, and that wasn't that? The son that was an addict. Yeah, he was. It started off with the son ODing and having to go to the hospital. Huh? Oh, that was Fear of Walking Dead? Oh, no. The Last of Us is... Father. No. Yeah. Wait, The Last of Us is the mushrooms. When the mushrooms get into people's brain, the fungi. Oh, yeah. It's the dude and his daughter. Well, he loses his daughter and then he... Yeah. I put two... You're making all them zombie movies, man. You're mixing them up. No, it's to say the wife and them got separated. Okay, that's different, though. Yeah. You're right. Because this Last of Us, there is no wife. The point is, it's the same damn topic. Yeah. But different ways. And, man, listen, Chaz. We gotta wrap this up. Why? We're gonna do a part 2. Because I didn't even really, I have so many other questions to ask, but we will have you back again. 2 things. No, 1, any advice for up and coming writers, comedians, anything that's trying to get in this field? Yeah. Write every day, read every day, finish things. Don't leave your laptop full of great unfinished ideas. You'll kick yourself every single day. And I know a lot of you out there right now had great ideas unfinished. And you go like, damn, you right. I need it, but you ain't gonna go do it. Get your ass up. Do a little bit every day. Just do a little bit. You'll get there, I promise. Do a little bit every day. Spend 10 minutes writing a few words down. It will be finished eventually. That's all you got. But yeah, man, read, study, take it seriously. Act like it's the most important thing that you'll ever do because it really is. It'll change your entire life. So yeah. We're going to do this again. I'm going to give it a few more episodes, and we're going to dip into actually developing a type of show and what all that takes. So thank you so much for doing. I see you Chaz rap to the camera. And let them I don't actually rap. Let them know where they can find you. Spit something to the camera. Let them know where you at, what you got going on. You can find me at I'm Chaz Rogers on Instagram and at Chaz Rogers on the YouTube. And I'll be with Chaunte Wayans in San Francisco, San Diego. You know what? Should tell you all about it. It'll be posted in the description that you can just check out. Follow him. I am Chaz Rogers. And also check him out on Daddy Issues. That's, I don't know who page Daddy Issues on Tony Baker's YouTube channel. You can watch Lacronia Chaz with me and Deion Lack. That's on my YouTube channel. And any shows that we should be looking out for? No, I'm just with you, man. That's it. I mean TV shows? Yeah. Yes and no. Okay. Follow Chaz. I don't have dates yet when these things will be airing. I don't know. But soon, sure.
Can't wait to have you back, man.
Hey, I can't wait, man. I'm not leaving.
Chaz Rogers, everybody, make sure you comment, like, and share. And this is the new merch, y'all. I don't know if you can see it. New merch. Don't look at the titties. Look at the merch.
Yo.
It's called Wayans.
I can't even
That's
focus.
why I didn't talk to him.
I can't even focus,
it's
yo.
Wayans Gang t-shirt.
How gay are you?
You got about 10 more years, I'm done with this life. You got Wayans Gang t-shirt, the first generation and some of the second generation. You can cop it on my website, cwayans.com. But make sure you support, like the video, share, and subscribe to the channel. And we'll see you next week.